it was you and me.
Hello everyone, my name's 𝓶𝓮𝓭𝓲 and welcome back to my channel, or two if you are new. First off, we're in a different setting, kind of. I'm usually right in front of these bookshelves, but I decided to move like over and see how I like it. I kind of like it more. Let me know what you guys think. I was just starting to feel like me sitting in front of the bookshelves was a little bit too messy. But I took off so many leaves. I don't know. I'm just all over the place. I have an identity crisis every single day and I don't know which direction I want to take my videos. I don't know where I want to sit. I don't know what my aesthetic is, and I'm just trying to figure it out. So honestly, every new video you see like a new thumbnail. It's just a hot mess. I'm still under construction. You guys are here for nice guy cinnamon roll hero romance book recommendations, and I will be honest with you guys, this video is a little bit out of my comfort zone just because I don't read nice guy romances typically. I typically like the mean guys, and I recently have been getting into nice guy romances. So today I thought I'd give you some recommendations for some of my favorite ones, some that I love. Generally nice guy romances that I was reading, I was like, oh wait, maybe nice guys aren't so bad in romance books, you know? These are some that I love. I hope you guys read them and like them too. You can DM me and we can talk about them. I love giving recommendations for books I love and having people love them too. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. So without further ado, let's get right into nice guy. I still don't know what I'm gonna name this. Nice guy romances, cinnamon roll hero romances, I don't know. But yeah, let's get right into it. So the first book that I have on my list is 𝓫𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 by Sarina Bowen. So this is the first, I'm pretty sure this was the first Sarina Bowen book that I read without 𝓿𝓲𝓬𝓬𝓲. 𝓿𝓿𝓲𝓬𝓬 and Sarina Bowen, they usually do like their team up author duo books, and I've read a few of them, but this is my first Sarina Bowen alone, and I really loved it. So it's kind of part of a series actually, but I guess this one could be read as a standalone. So we have this billionaire, and he lives in Brooklyn, and he actually owns this huge hockey team. He's like one of the owners. He bought it. It's his he's like the face of the team type of thing. And so when he was starting up his small business, at first he started off as like a tech business guy, and then he was like, I love hockey, I'm gonna buy this hockey team. He had an assistant, and his assistant has been with him since the beginning, since before he was a billionaire. And they have such a cute friendship, and I loved reading about it. And so he's just the sweetest guy in the world, and just reading the flashback scenes from when they were starting off and to where they are now, there's been like obstacles in the way. I think they've been working together for like 7 years, and every time they start to get closer and become closer into dating, there's an obstacle in the way. Either one of them has a boyfriend, one of them has a girlfriend, and it's just a lot until it finally boils over and they're like, I love you, you know? And it's so cute, and he's the sweetest guy in the world. I love this one. The next book that I have here is Stay With Me by Nicola Fiorina. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Stay With Me is so good. It is a new adult romance. I consider it to be new adult. So it's about this girl. She's like a troubled teenager. Her mom died when she was younger, and then her dad remarried, and the stepmom is just like, the stepmom is not a nice person. She's kind of had trouble ever since losing her mom. She's been getting in trouble at school, doing bad things at home, like running a car into the garage and just going kind of psycho. And so her parents are kind of like, okay, we've had enough, we're sending you away. And so they send her away to like this boarding school, and there's a really sweet guy there named Ollie. He just takes her underneath his wing and shows her the ropes, and it's just the cutest, sweetest thing. And you can really see how trusting she is of him. She hasn't had anyone to trust in a while, so her putting her trust into him and him treating her well, and it's just so sweet, and I loved it. It's so swoon worthy, everything about this book, but also it's not that boring. Like there's so much tea and drama in this, not consisting like the heroine and hero, but just all around them in this school. There's like a creepy element. It's just really intense, and I love this book. The next book that I have here is The Catch by Lauren Mae, and I read this for the Contemporary-a-thon back in the summer, and I really enjoyed this book. So basically it's this girl, and she's on a beach trip with her girlfriends. Her friend is getting engaged, and so they're having like a big party at the beach or whatever, and she ends up meeting this really nice guy there. Friends are kind of encouraging her to hook up with him. It's like, hello, it's like, we're at the beach, one night stand. They actually start talking, and they find out that they live like 30 minutes to an hour away from each other, and she kind of gets freaked out. She's like, oh no, like this is only supposed to be a one-time thing. I want to leave you at the beach. I want to leave you over there. I don't have time. I don't want she actually has like trauma from like past relationships, so she's just not really into that whole thing. And so he convinces her to take her on a date and take her on a few dates, and she keeps trying to find something wrong with the relationship. She's like, something has got to be wrong. She's trying to like set him up, have her friends set him up, and just do a bunch of crazy stuff. That kind of annoyed me, to be honest. But the guy stayed sweet the entire time, and she just didn't realize like a good thing while she was looking at it. And so her figuring that out was really like interesting and cool, and seeing him being so patient. I just love this book. It's so sweet. The next book that I have here is Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. I have talked about this book a few times on my channel, and I love this book. It's basically, I kind of want to make a video where I talk about like movies or shows, like books. I know lots of people have done that before, but this book literally reminds me so much of Love, Rosie. I love that movie. I'm pretty sure it's even a book, I believe. So I want to find the book and read it one day. But this book reminds me so much of Love, Rosie. So it's basically like a case of right person, wrong time over and over again. And I love that like trope. Is that a trope? I'm making it a trope now. So I really enjoyed this book. So Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan is about this guy, and he's a college basketball player about to move up in the league or whatever, and he's a senior in college. And so on his last game of his senior year, he goes to this bar and meets this girl there, and she's like, they get to talking, and it's really sweet, and they just talk all night. And then by the end of the night, when it's time for him to go in for the kiss, she's like, whoa, what are you doing? I have a boyfriend. And he's like, you have a boyfriend? And then so she's kind of like, okay, backs off. The next day at the game, he realizes that girl that he was talking to last night is dating his like rival, his arch nemesis, his enemy. And that was a hard pill to swallow, because he spent this time connecting with her and he feels like he really, really knows her. Leaves it alone. He's like, okay, whatever. He goes about his life. They keep meeting up, and this book is really, definitely look up the triggers if you're interested in this book. I cried like a baby. It was so heartbreaking. So much tough subject matter in here, which I love when books have that, just because I feel like I learn more and learn about other people's experience. But definitely should look up the triggers if you're triggered by anything. I'm not. So, but I love this book. It is so good, and the hero is just the sweetest, like cutest being in the world. The next book that I have here is A Secret for a Secret by Helena Hunting, and this is a hockey romance, and I love hockey romances. I've only read, I think, like basketball romances and hockey romances and football romances technically, but I love A Secret for a Secret. So A Secret for a Secret is about a girl, and she goes through a lot. She goes through so much. She has like mom issues. Father is the coach for this hockey team and strikes up a relationship with the goalie of the hockey team. Start off the relationship as a secret, and you really see the hero have lots of anxiety over this. Like, he doesn't want to lose the trust of his coach, and also he's just like the sweetest rule follower ever, and he likes to follow rules and be on track and never stray off of that straight arrow line. It's really funny because this book is hilarious. It's really sweet, like him being there for her, but when they get caught and there's so much turmoil and emotion, you really see the hero get upset and sad, and he's just so sweet. And I was laughing. I will never forget the scene, but they were driving in the car, and he was going so slow. He didn't want the music turned up super high because he feels like he needs to be able to hear like outside the car, let's say an ambulance is coming down. He's just like that type of person, and I've never read a book with a character like that before, so I was laughing. I was dying of laughter the entire time. It was so sweet, and the hero is just so cute. And the last book that I have to talk to you guys about today is 𝓵𝓸𝓬𝓪 by Emma Chase. This is actually a bodyguard romance, and you would think that the guy in a bodyguard romance would be like a major a-hole. He's not. He's so sweet, and I loved it. So basically, we have our heroine, and our heroine is like a resident. She is becoming a surgeon, and I think that's really cool too. So one day, like in the past, the heroine actually saves the hero. The hero's a bodyguard, and something happened to him, so she had to save him. And he was so happy when he woke up that he grabs her face and just kisses her. And so years go by, and her family, she's actually part of like the royal family, but like on a lower level, and so they need to hire like a bodyguard for like 2 weeks, and they end up hiring the guy that she saved years ago. And so he instantly remembers her, she remembers him too, and he's like, hey, hey, how are you doing? Like, he wants to like strike up something. And she's like, I'm focused, I have my degree that I'm working on, I want to be a surgeon, like this is something that I want to do and nothing's gonna stop me. And he's really respectful of that. He really takes the time to just, I'm gonna do my job, you do your job, and if we meet sometime in the middle, we meet. And so it's really sweet seeing like a guy not constantly push. I'm just exposing my reading taste. You guys already know, like a guy not like push the boundary. It's just really cute and sweet. Respected our heroine and respected that she wanted to spend her time focusing, and it was just so cute. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. So those are some of the books that I love that have sweet heroes, cinnamon roll heroes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found a book that you've never heard of, interested in reading. I definitely have some more, so let me know if you would like a second video. Also, do not forget to tell me down below if you like this setup. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I literally don't know if I like this. I sent like a few pictures to people and some people say they like me like in front of the shelves. Also, I think this is like a lot cleaner and crisp, so I don't know. You can see how many books I do not have. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It truly, truly helps me out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
If I got one thing right, it was you.